Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you hear something that you like, then hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. All right. This video, I got two plays that I want to talk about at the end of this video, but at the beginning of this video, I simply want to deal with the controversial stock known as NIO. All right. Let's go right into it. Before we do that, could someone let me know if this is true? If someone from the UK, let me know, is Webull, are you getting emails that saying Webull is now available in the UK? Leave me a comment below if you're in the UK. Let's deal with NIO. And the reason why I wanted to spend most of this, I'm not going to try to look at the time on this, on NIO, because I understand that there's a lot of people that have lost a lot of money with NIO, right? I only have the truth for you here. And even if it hurts your feelings, but save you a few dollars, I want you to make money. Now, I made a video earlier, and just like anything else, a lot of people don't listen to the whole story and they just take a piece and run with it. I'm not telling people to go short NIO, and I'm going to explain exactly what I think about NIO right now. So you guys know in 2021, I abandoned NIO. Made money. I was in NIO when it was a SPAC and all of that. Made money. Bought it, sold it. And the last time I took a haircut and said I was done with NIO, not because of the company, not because of the deliveries, not because of the balance sheet, but simply because the China American relationships. And so what I'm going to tell you is, if you do not know what a Chinese ADR is, then you need to not buy another share of NIO, Alibaba, or any of the Chinese ADRs. Understand the rules of the game before you get into the game. Now, the reason why I'm making this, because this is heartbreaking, good people. Now, I want to share with you a comment, and then I'm going to show you what I think about NIO. I'm going to share with you a comment that's heartbreaking, and I'm just going to say, this woman needs our help. Don't kick people while they're down. She simply needs our help, all right? Hi, Larry, I don't even know, what to do. Look at this. When I bought NIO, it was $35, right? All my savings, my retirement is in Doge, NIO, pharmaceutical companies, and I am down 95%. Now, I want to address everybody that has lost money in NIO. If you killing it in NIO and you just got in at the bottom, this is not for you. But this is for the people that have lost a lot of money in NIO. Now, please do not say anything negative towards this comment. I blocked the name because she needs help, right? Number one, never put all of your savings into never put all your savings in retirement into any investments. Your retirement is an investment. So you should leave your retirement in your retirement, take fresh cash and go into the stock. Never do that, because you're not, and I'm just saying this in love, you're not investing, you're gambling, okay? Your comment will help someone else, and that's what we're about here in Stock Up, at Stock Up, okay? So look, this is what I was saying to people. Go with the flow. Go with the flow and don't fight the flow. I'll be the first to say, you guys remember last year, Tesla was up like 120, and then it was coming down. And I said there's a psychological support at 100, right? And then it hit 101 and bounced like a Super Bowl, right? But based on the fundamentals and a looming recession, what a stock is worth will come to the principal's office. You understand what I'm saying? Price to earnings evaluations will matter, and it will matter in a recession. So I thought, all this bad news coming, but it never did. And I did say it was going to break under 100. It never did. It never did. So it never did, right? So what did I do? Did I just continue to buy, at the top, or not get in at all? No, I started doing option plays. And I do option plays on Tesla, call options only, about 3 times a week. I abandoned my idea when everything changed. Everything else changed, so we have to change with it. So let's look at what a Chinese ADR is. A Chinese ADR is not a regular stock. It is not. It is a stock that mimics a stock. And the deposits are held in a offshore account, right? For those of you that don't know what an ADR is, and the facts lie that 95% of the people that in America that have bought any of these Chinese ADRs don't understand what an ADR even is. So as we could see here, look at this. Chinese ADRs means American Deposit Receipts, all right, representing shares issued by PRC, all right, companies and traded on the U.S. stock exchange, right? But where are the deposits held? In an offshore account. So if NIO was an American company, the price would be much higher than what it is now. Why is it low? Why is it discounted? Because you are getting a discount based on the fear. That's what it is, based on it being a Chinese ADR. That's why it's discounted. So people that do know, institutions, which is 80% of stocks being sold and bought, not us, the retail trader, they understand this. And so that's why it's discounted, people. And so I just wanted to bring some clarity into why is this car company going up and NIO is suffering? Because it's not the same stock. Now, here's what I wanted to show you on NIO, right? NIO, if you thought it was going up here at 2, let's go back 5 years, right? If you bought it up here, let's say you bought it here, and you're right, it came off the highs, it came down, and then it starts to run up. Here's where people gets caught. It starts to run up, right? And it ran up here, look at that. 47%. So you think NIO's in a bull market and somebody bought it at 47%. But from that high, the second high, it went down 80%. And so what I'm saying to you is don't fight the flow. If the flow is telling you that it is on a steady downturn, then you could have been shorting it. So yeah, when it went here, this first one, you wouldn't have known. Then here, and then the second one, you wouldn't have known. But by then, by right here, you know it's going down. So you could have been shorting it all the way down by doing options, put options. And if you don't know how to do it, do it. And I'm not telling you to sell your NIO positions, especially some of you that are way down. I know you don't want to lock in the losses. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. I just want to shine a light. This is what I have done. I have done, not with NIO, I've done it with other plays, one of the banking, which was not SVB. It showed me I was going against the flow. So this flow is a constant down, right? But you bought on the way up. And so you think that the only thing for you to do is to continue to buy up. No, you could hold your positions and short the stock as it goes down. And you take that money and cash it. Now, it's not always the best thing to do to take that money and put it into your stock. If you're smarter to wait to see a change in direction. And when the flow starts going up, then you could take your winnings from your options by shorting it downwards and then run it up. And a lot of people got emotional. I'm not telling you what to do. I personally, because of what I see, because of what it has shown me, you see this? 85%. So NIO has shown me the flow. I believe it, whether I believe it or not. So now I'm not even going to play it. It's a high amount of people have been shorting Tesla. Tesla is the reverse of this. Tesla, I'm never shorting Tesla. And for people that have been shorting Tesla, they've been losing their socks because they are fighting the flow. Let's go to Tesla year to date. Look at that, 159%. This whole year, the flow has been up. Yeah, we have some down days, but the flow has been up. So what do I do with my options? I buy options that expire a month out. It gives me time, right? And I don't buy them all at the front, and I don't buy them in the morning because they run up, they're expensive in the morning, then in the afternoon they come down and you get a better price, okay? Sometimes I'll buy them right at opening bell, run it up, sell it an hour after the market opens, and then wait for it to cool back down, get back in, and then do that. So I'm saying stop trading if you're just losing money in the NIO and learn flow. This is flow. This is momentum, okay? So I'm not telling anyone out there to short NIO. I'm saying stop and see what's going on. Follow some technical analysts. Can NIO recover? Absolutely. Can you get all your money back in NIO? Absolutely. But you have to pay attention to the flow. So stop trading and start learning. So short term, right now, while NIO is going up, you could do call options and you could buy NIO, but make sure you set your stop losses. But if NIO runs up and starts a long trend down again, then learn how to make money on the way down. All right. That's what I want to be crystal clear about NIO. Now, let me show you another stock, DWAC. As you guys know, there is a potential short squeeze on DWAC, Digital World Acquisition. I covered it this morning. It's a SPAC. Most SPACs after the merger, fall, right? So even with this good news and everything going up with Digital World Acquisition, I'm going to show you what I did. Now, here's DWAC. Remember, this morning it was up about 11%. I made a video this morning, our earlier video before the market opened, and I talked about how it was going up based on a potential short squeeze, right? And the lawsuit against the SPAC, but not Truth Social, okay? So you got to watch this morning's video, all right? So let's go back to this, right? So remember, so what did I do? And this is going to really surprise a lot of you guys. I bought just a little of Digital World. Just like I told you guys this morning, you know that I look for what? The warrants. The warrants were up 25%. Now, at the time of filming this, the warrants are up 44%, right? So now I am up green on the warrants. That's digital. Just make sure you put a W behind it, right? So now because I don't get caught up in the hype, right? So Larry, that's cool. But what is so surprising? Let me show you what I also did. You see that? I did a short on the same stock that I'm up in. And that is, I'm at the point of doing this, I'm up 32%. Earlier in the day, I was up 50%. Why? Because I'm not getting my emotions in it. Take your emotions out. Anybody that comes over here and start with hating on NIO, it's because you're bleeding in NIO. And you think I'm trying to make it worse for you. No, I'm trying to help you with the truth. I'm not one of these NIOs to the moon, and I'm not one of these that NIO is trash. I think that NIO is a good company with a ton of growth, 1.4 billion people over there. But that's not all. It's still a Chinese ADR. So what I normally do is for Alibaba, Baidu, and all of those other Chinese ADRs, as you guys know, I wait till the bad news come and it gets beat down, and then I buy it. For those of you that don't know, these are more of the Chinese ADRs. Here's NIO, XPeng, Alibaba, Li Auto, JD, all of these that I talk about, right? All right. So that's what Badu. Here we go. And so, in all I get and get an understanding, I want you guys to be prepared and be smarter, because big money, this is the way big money makes money, and not off of emotions. Emotions will wreck you every time. There was one other play that I told you guys about on Monday that I bought some RIOT calls. So let's go to that. So now look at the bottom. Remember, on Monday, I had just a few of these. I think it was 3 or 5, something like that. And I said to you guys that you guys will be able to get it even at a better price. So you see that, right? And so you were able to get it, what? Even at a better price than I did. But because you see how far out, look at that. You see how far out the calls expires, right? It expires 2024. See here, the 19th of April, 2024. So I expect fluctuation in the price. So what did I do? I think I was either 3 or 5 contracts. As you can see, it's 25 contracts. But as of right now, boom, I'm up 12% on those same ones. And why did I say you were going to get a better price today than you did on Monday? Because, that was Monday, the half a day, because it was up, right? Because the market was up and crypto was up, right? And so you get a better price when it comes down, okay? Hopefully, so I talked about RIOT and I talked about DWAC, but I really, really, really wanted to address NIO. Okay, so let's be helpful. Let's be positive. And I just want to tell you the truth. I don't want you losing money. Anytime you hear to the moon, you better get ready to start selling. Okay, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm doing this because I want to ruffle some feathers. And if you're just NIO to the moon, I want to make you mad. But I want to stop you from losing money, and I want to help make you some money, right? Down the road, you may hate me short term by saying anything negative against NIO, but long term, if I save you some money, you're going to come back and love me, all right? And all I got here is the truth for you guys, all right? So that's why I don't even have to look at the fundamentals. I'm just telling you guys, this is why. And as far as a long-term investment, being safe, I would go Rivian, all right? Take some of your money and put it in the Rivian, all right? And always go with what? The top dog, which is Tesla, okay? So I am not saying that you cannot make money on NIO. NIO could gain a lot of ground, right? So now the Chinese is doing what? The Chinese market is not doing well. That's why NIO has been suffering. But be careful and wait on your plays, because I believe that China will do a stimulus package. And when I hear that China is doing a stimulus package, I'm going to start buying call options on these Chinese ADRs, okay? I may buy a few when I think they are just as beaten down as they could be. I know this one is long, but we had to unpack a lot. I love you guys. All I got is the truth for you. Make sure you check out all the links below, okay? We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.